Today, we're diving deep into one of Friedrich Nietzsche's most provocative works, The Antichrist. Written in 1888, this book challenges conventional morality, religion, and the foundations of Western thought. To understand the Antichrist, it's crucial to know a bit about Nietzsche himself. Born in 1844, Nietzsche was a German philosopher whose work often questioned morality, religion, and society. He was a pioneer of existentialist and nihilist thought, known for his works like Thus Spoke Zarathustra and Beyond Good and Evil. The Antichrist was one of Nietzsche's last works before his mental collapse in 1889. In this book, Nietzsche examines Christianity from a deeply critical lens, asserting that it opposes life itself. Keep in mind, Nietzsche's use of the term Antichrist doesn't refer to a figure in Christian theology but rather to an adversary of Christ's teachings and values. The book is not merely a critique of religion, but also an exploration of how humanity might transcend its current moral and spiritual limitations. Nietzsche begins by arguing that Christianity, as it has developed historically, is a denial of life. He criticizes it as a religion that glorifies weakness, suffering, and self-denial. To Nietzsche, Christian morality prioritizes the afterlife at the expense of living fully in the present. He also critiques the concept of sin, which he sees as a tool to instill guilt and suppress human instincts. Nietzsche goes as far as to call Christianity a slave morality, one that caters to the weak and resentful by demonizing strength, power, and vitality. For Nietzsche, the figure of Jesus Christ was a noble and life-affirming individual, but Christianity distorted his teachings into doctrines of submission and self-sacrifice. He writes, "In reality, there has been only one Christian, and he died on the cross." Nietzsche views the institutionalized church as a betrayal of Christ's original message. Nietzsche ties Christianity to the idea of decadence, a state of decline where vitality and creativity are stifled. He believes that Christianity promotes values that go against the natural instincts of growth and power. Instead of embracing life's challenges and uncertainties, Christianity, according to Nietzsche, offers comfort and escape through promises of an afterlife. He contrasts this with what he calls the Dionysian spirit, a celebration of life's fullness, even its suffering and chaos. Nietzsche challenges humanity to abandon the anti-life tendencies of Christianity and embrace a philosophy that affirms existence as it is. Central to Nietzsche's philosophy is the concept of the will to power, which represents the fundamental driving force of life. In The Antichrist, he argues that Christianity suppresses this will by promoting meekness and submission. Nietzsche's ideal is the Übermensch, or overman, who transcends conventional morality and creates their own values. The overman embraces life, including its suffering, and lives authentically and powerfully. For Nietzsche, this is the ultimate affirmation of existence, in stark contrast to the Christian focus on sin and salvation. Nietzsche doesn't limit his critique to Christianity. In The Antichrist, he also takes aim at philosophical traditions influenced by Christian morality, such as those of Kant and the Stoics. He criticizes their emphasis on universal morality, which he sees as abstract and detached from the realities of life. To Nietzsche, these philosophies, like Christianity, fail to celebrate the instincts and passions that drive human greatness. It's worth noting that the Antichrist has been widely misunderstood and misinterpreted. Nietzsche's fierce rhetoric has led some to dismiss his work as nihilistic or hostile, but his ultimate aim was to provoke thought and inspire humanity to overcome its limitations. His critique of Christianity is not an attack on spirituality itself, but on institutions and doctrines that he believes undermine human potential. Why should we care about the Antichrist today? Nietzsche's critique of dogmatic thinking is as relevant as ever. In a world grappling with moral relativism, spiritual questioning, and existential challenges, His call for authenticity and life affirmation resonates. Whether you agree with him or not, Nietzsche forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about faith, morality, and what it means to live fully. His ideas challenge us to rethink the values we inherit and to ask ourselves if they truly serve us. Friedrich Nietzsche's The Antichrist is not just a critique of religion. It's a call to embrace life with courage and creativity. As Nietzsche himself said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." Thank you for joining us in exploring this provocative work. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.